Hey everybody, happy 4th of July. It's Will here, and currently I am not in Milwaukee. I'm up north with some family and friends enjoying the weekend, but recognizing that a lot of you are probably fishing this weekend for the holiday. And so I wanted to give you an update with the fishing report from last week. Hopefully some of my insight will help you catch some fish this week. So let's get into it. So the week prior to the 4th, I fished 3 times before work in the morning. I went Monday, and I went Wednesday, and I went Thursday as well. Monday was by far the best day. If you follow this channel, I posted a video last week. It was me and my buddy Adrian. We did very well. Lots of kings, lots of action. We were fishing in about 100 feet of water. We were north of the city, kind of near the Atwater buoy, and we were targeting the 40 to 50 foot mark in the water column with flasher flies. We did run a couple spoons, but flasher flies were predominantly working the best. I don't have the gear with me, but if you watch my stuff, you'll know that I'm a huge fan of the chrome, the green, the dragon slayers from Pro King, green flies. Those were doing really well. Again, fishing 40 to 50 feet down. So the 7 colors, the 10 colors were great. We ran dipsies and some downriggers as well. And then we were trolling everything at about 2.2 to 2.3. Monday, we didn't have a huge problem with currents. Basically, I was running 2.3 on the surface, and I was running 2.3 at the ball. It did seem like Wednesday and Thursday there were a bit more currents to be aware of, and you just had to pay attention to the direction. It seemed like there was a pretty strong southwest blow that came in Wednesday night, and so Thursday morning we did deal with some stronger currents going north. I will say that each day that we fished, we were fishing from about 4 in the morning until about 6, and the bite was always shutting off at about sunrise. So as soon as that sun started to come over the horizon, it seemed like that was pretty much it for the morning anyway. But that bite window from about 4:15 to 5 in the morning has been really crucial. So if you are fishing this coming weekend, I recommend that you're out and that you have all of your lines set before that 4:15 bite window. Because you're likely going to get the majority of your action before that sun comes up right now. So another thing that we noticed was there are a ton of boats fishing in shallow, and we went in shallow to check the water temps, and there was some colder water in tight. So 40 to 50 feet even. Guys were catching brown trout, they were catching kings, coho. A lot of the charters have been working that shallower water right now. A lot of that's driven just by some of the west winds that we had. The colder water is just in a little bit tight. It hasn't really pushed out too much. So you might want to try that if you're not finding fish out deep. But again, for the most part, just make sure that your lines are set up before that sun comes up, and take advantage of that 45-minute to 1 hour bite window first thing in the morning. All right, in these report videos, I wanted to incorporate a question of the day. So within this channel, I know there's a lot of people that watch these reports because they fish in Milwaukee or near Milwaukee. They want to get an idea of what's been working if they haven't had a chance to get out. So knowing that, I know that we could probably share a lot of knowledge with each other. I'd like to do a question of the day in each of these videos, where I ask a question to you all about your gear, your preferences, things that you like to run, things that you like to do, techniques that you have. And I'd like you to comment below with your thoughts. And I'd just like to make it kind of a forum like Lake Link used to be, or even Facebook sometimes. So today's question is, are you a boat that runs lead core, or are you a boat that runs copper? I think there's a lot of guys that do one or the other, and they feel very strongly about one working better than the other. So I'm really curious, put in the comments down below, are you a boat that runs all copper lines for your boards, or do you run lead core? And why do you prefer that? Why do you recommend that others use that? I'm curious to know. I think other people would find it really useful, especially the new guys. Yeah, so if you don't mind, put that down below. It'd be great to see. All right, I think that's pretty much all I've got. If I were fishing tomorrow morning, I would probably run out to 80 to 100 feet of water. I would be checking for the thermocline, most likely running my gear in about 40 to 50 feet. I would probably run 80% flasher fly combinations, and then maybe some spoons. It's also a good time of year to maybe throw a J-plug out there now that we're kind of in this mid-July time frame. You know, J-plugs have always been a great option to run for some of those bigger fish. I'd run everything at 2.2, 2.3, and I would just make sure that I'm out there at first thing, setting lines, having everything set by 4 a.m. and letting that bite window commence at about 4:15, taking advantage of that. And then as the morning goes on, just maybe pick away at them. But I really do believe that right now your best shot at getting fish is in that first hour of daylight or that hour before sunset as well, if you're someone that's going out in the afternoon. So as always, stay safe and hope everybody had a good 4th, and hope you can catch some fish.